Ladies and gentlemen, Cules around the world, good morning, good morning. It is time to wake up and Barca. This is everybody's favorite morning news show where we go over the headlines, we catch up with each other. It's all about what's coming up for Barcelona. We're going to move on from the disappointing Champions League results. We're going to look forward to our upcoming match against La Liga. That is all. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. We catch up on the news. We catch up with each other. We do pre-match. We do predictions. All that good stuff right here on the Undefeated channel. And of course, the big reason why we're all here. We show up for the live watch-along matches. I provide the commentary. You all participate in the chat. We get to hang out, enjoy, appreciate, and support our Blaugranas. All right, so welcome, friends. Make sure if you haven't done so already that you are subscribed to the channel. That way you can be a part of the conversation and hang out with the Cules from around the world. And like I said, today it is about looking forward to that match against Atletico Madrid. Let's go ahead and get this party started the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
All right, let's go. Let's get caught up on the chat. Mr. Hustle, good morning. Vipula, hello, hello. Only Juan, one of my favorite names on the channel. Good morning, sir. Coffee at Dawn, another great name. Cheers to you. Only Juan says, I'll make my coffee right now. Probably have some cookies off to the side while we get this party going. Let's go. Coffee and cookies with my buddy Only Juan. I love it. My Indian nephew, Ayush, good morning to you. Mr. Hustle, how you doing, friend? Levi is already worried about Atletico tomorrow. I'm pumped about it, man. This is a chance for Barcelona to prove we still got some stuff going on here. And let me move this a little bit like that, maybe. Maybe right. No, this way, right there. Yep. Okay, that's a little bit better. Big difference, right? We are going to look ahead to tomorrow when, once again, we will be doing a live watch-along party right here on the Undefeated channel. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. So we're going to do our show starting off at 2:30 p.m. And you know what? It's warm in here, so I got to lose the robe already, you guys. Warm, warm, warm. Excuse me, I didn't blow my nose again. My goodness. Yeah, Barcelona tomorrow, 3 p.m. We're going to be here on the Undefeated channel at 2:30. We'll go over the official lineup once it's out. We'll go over predictions again. I'm going to do that all here, but once it's officially out and ready to go, we'll go over it again. Today, we're going to go over headlines. We'll take a look up at the potential lineup, and we'll catch up with some friends. Ernest, good morning, sir. Benfica did do us dirty, but I'll tell you what. Benfica's goals were nice. Penalty was harsh, but Benfica's goals were nice. That just is what it is. Benfica's a dangerous team right now. The Bayern match, I felt it was like, so here's what it is. Bayern dominated us, but scored 3 ugly goals. We had a good run at Benfica. I don't think we got dominated except on the scoreline, and they scored 3 very good goals. So Benfica, despite not, I don't think they had more possession than us. Let me make sure I'm not just making this up. Let me look at these stats real quick. No, Barcelona 40% possession. We'll start here, friends. We'll start here. So if you look at this match against Benfica, 8 shots, only 1 on target. That's not good, but Ronald Koeman can't do anything about that. 60% possession, 500 passes. That's almost 200 more passes than Benfica. 89% accuracy. Way too many fouls. Way too many yellow cards. We had 5 corners. I mean, if you looked at the stats, if you took away shots on target, Barcelona did very well in this match. If you look at the Bayern match, I don't think we see the same thing. Nope. No shots on target, 48% possession, same number of passes, same passing accuracy, not as many fouls, not as many corners. But it's the possession for me. So the fact that we were still able to get 60% possession against Benfica, we weren't completely out of it. Anyway, folks, we're here to look ahead, all right? I understand that a lot of you are upset about the results during the week against Benfica. A lot of you seem to want to blame Ronald Koeman for that, which I totally do. I can understand where you're coming from, and I hear you. I've repeated myself ad nauseum about what my thoughts are and why we shouldn't be sacking Ronald Koeman. But I hear you guys. I really do. So I got a little bit curious, and I decided to do a poll on my channel. And the question was, more to blame for the current state of Barcelona? We didn't get an overwhelming number of votes, only got 87 of you. So if you're watching now, maybe go ahead back in there and cast your vote for what is more to blame for the current state of Barcelona. And the options were Bartomeu, Laporta, Koeman, COVID / the financial crisis, because we wouldn't be in this state if it wasn't for COVID and the lack of revenue from the stadium, and then squad injuries. So out of those votes, and again, not huge data, but 84% of you said Bartomeu is more to blame for the current state of Barcelona. 5% to Laporta, 7% to Koeman, 5% to COVID and the financial crisis, and nobody is blaming the current state on squad injuries, which I found a little bit interesting. So once again, if you did not vote, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hop on the community tab on that channel so you can cast your vote. And I found that interesting because what I experienced after the Benfica match was a whole lot of people saying that Koeman needed to be out. I respectfully disagreed with many of you, but whatever. The perception was that everyone was blaming this on Koeman. And there are a lot of people doing that, but I think my small sample size here, the supporters know. The supporters know who's really to blame for this situation. If you are to blame Ronald Koeman right now, you are really looking at the current circumstances in a vacuum for this season. Problems started when Neymar left. Well, actually, before. Let's back up. Because why did Neymar leave? If we weren't having problems at the club back in 2017, 2018, whenever it was that he left, 2017, he wouldn't have left in the first place. So from 2015 on, we've just been a slow decline. And Messi has been the parachute keeping us from a complete free fall. Once Messi was gone, everyone got to look behind the curtain. We get a new president in Joan Laporta. You guys know the rest. But we're here, friends. We have a lot to be excited about. We're undefeated in La Liga. We have yet to start Copa del Rey. We have plenty of time to bring back our players who are not healthy, get everybody up to match fitness before that tournament starts. And that should be our aim for this year. That's what we're looking at. We have Ansu Fati coming back. We have Gavi and Nico to be excited about. We have Serginho Dest, who is perhaps our future left back, not right back. We have Mingueza, who is passing like he's Xavi in the midfield. It's absolutely incredible. So there's a lot to be excited about here, folks. Let's turn our attention to something positive, right? Glass half empty, glass half full. Let's just look on the full side for a little bit. I'm not saying we have to be blindly optimistic. I'm not saying we got to have sunshine and rainbows coming out of our butt every day. But what I'm saying is, let's not sit here like the whole world is falling around, falling on us. You know, it's we're still a top 10 club despite these results. Once we have everybody fit, everybody healthy, we're a top 10 club in Europe. I am proud to be a Cules. I love you all very much. That's my rant for this morning. Let's see here. Who else do we have pop in? Oh, you guys have been going off on the chat. I got to catch up here. Grim, good morning, sir. What did I make against the penalty in the Wolfsburg game? I did not see it. Missed that one. Coffee says Frankie's unselfishness cost us the game. Well, that and Luke de Jong can't finish. That's kind of harsh, too. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know what I mean? Vipula says, see, even though they had 3 days to prepare for the game, and Koeman had never got... I hate Koeman. Everyone's to blame. Thank you, Levi. I appreciate that. Only Juan said, I voted COVID. It is a big deal. It is a big deal that COVID put us into this financial crisis. Barcelona always was riding the edge in terms of spending money faster than we can make it. But then COVID was just off the rails. Absolutely off the rails. Vipula, you're totally wrong about that. We did not almost win in 2019. We got lucky against Liverpool in the first leg and then got put in our place in the second leg. I don't know why you just want to argue with me, but that's totally fine. Anyway, Ernest, good morning, says Bartomeu's to blame, but Koeman is not helping. He gets his tactics wrong. Sure, my argument is not that Koeman is the right man for the job. It's just that switching managers isn't going to make a huge difference, and it's not a good look to keep cycling managers, and no manager is going to want to come in until we have some money for that manager to buy some players to build the squad that they want. It's a puzzle piece, guys. One at a time. That's all. I'm not saying that I want Koeman here forever. I'm not saying that he's the best manager. I'm just not saying it's illogical to keep sacking managers when the real problem is financial crisis, squad injuries, lack of youth development, which we are fixing all of those things, and then we can get a new manager. That's all. Step by steps. Step by steps. Ayush, looking ahead, I appreciate that, sir. I do appreciate that. Let's, you know what? Let's just jump into it. Let me get this open. We're going to go Barcelona match day preview. Open it up. All right, while that loads, we'll go ahead and start going with predictions. My nephew Ayush, turning the page. I love it. Says 2-1. I'm assuming you mean to Barcelona. Coffee says 2-0 Atletico. Fair. I'm okay with realistic guesses here. We don't always have to say it's going to be Barcelona all day, every day. I understand if some votes, some predictions are going to come in for Atletico. Let's see what else. Ayush confirms, of course, it's for Barca. Levi says 3-0. Levi, I'm assuming you mean for Atletico. I can only assume. All right. Well, hang on. First, do we have? Let me see here. I want to check. See if we actually got a squad out. First, let's jump on Barcelona's Twitter. Let's see if we got a squad list. Yay! Squad list for Atletico. Here we go. Ter Stegen, Des, Piqué, Araujo, Sergio Busquets, Ricky Puig, Memphis, Ansu Fati, Demir, Neto, Coutinho, Langley, Luke de Jong, Jordi Alba returns to the squad. Sergio Roberto, Frankie de Jong, Oscar Menguesa, Umtiti, Eric, Iñaki Peña, Nico, and Gavi coming up from Barca B. Gotta love it. First of all, I'll leave that up for a second. Any surprises there? I wasn't sure that Jordi Alba was coming back. Pedri is not in the lineup. That's a big one. Thanks for calling that one out. Skipped right over that. Not great. Why is that? Let's try to figure that one out. Pedri news. Pedri a doubt for Atletico. Wonder Kid agrees to new contract. Yada yada yada. Let's see if we can get something maybe from. Oh no. Pass fit. Okay. So what happened then? What happened then? Named in Spain squad. All right. Cool. Cool. But what's going on with Pedri, though? From injury and goes straight into the lineup. Ba, ba, ba. Does anybody know what happened? What is going on with Pedri? Ayush saying Dest at left back, no Alba for today. I'm going to have a hard time moving Dest back onto the right if he goes back to his performances that we were seeing pre the swap to left back. HZ, good morning, sir. So, I don't know. Let's go. Well, maybe if we go to Barcelona's actual page. First team, latest. Jordi Alba back in the squad. Okay, great. All right. Come on now. Nothing. We got nothing. Maybe it'll mention something here. Why is there nothing said about... Oh, here we go. Ronald Koeman has Jordi Alba, but Pedri is out with a left thigh injury. Recovery will... They never say how long someone's going to be out on Barcelona's website. Never. They always just say, well, recovery is going to dictate that. My goodness. Ovi, good morning, sir. Says, well, Dest Mingueza as the left back and right back is a better pair than Alba and Dest. I think I'm with you on that. I do. I think I'm with you on that. Whoops. We got to bring this up. Yeah, I think I'm with you. All things, like when everybody's healthy, this might be the year that Jordi Alba does not make it into the starting 11. Maybe Dest starts over him. I'm not sure. Either way, Dest is coming, or excuse me, Alba's coming back from injury, so maybe he doesn't start this match anyway. So this is what we like to do for the starting lineups. Give me one player that you are going to start with and build your squad from there. So we are looking ahead to the match against Atletico Madrid, which is tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I know we got Cules watching all over the world, so convert that for your time zone, 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Our show, which includes a little pre-match preview and prediction, that's going to be at 2:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Cules, my man, good morning to you. Love you, buddy. Make sure you are tuned in at 2:30, like I said, for the pregame, postgame, kickoff at 3. But before that, we got to talk about what the potential lineup is going to be. Who are we building around? Give me one player here. Cules says Memphis. Levi says De Jong. Clarify that it's Frankie. Ovi says Araujo and Memphis. Double dip in there with 2 picks. HE says, but we don't know yet because Alba never played right back pair with Dest. Are you talking about putting Alba at right back? Or are you talking about the traditional Alba left back, Dest right back? Because we have seen that pairing. And Dest just, now that we've seen him on left back, Dest seems uncomfortable at right back playing for Barcelona. Cow Cash, what's up, dude? Good morning. Good evening to you, I'm sure. Mr. Hustle says, of course, it's Marc-Andre Ter Stegen starting out for us. HD says, Luke out, Coutinho at Cam. Do you think we can win Europa League, by the way? I don't know why everybody's assuming we're going to go into Europa League. I'll touch on that real quick, and then we'll get back into the lineup here. Because if you just look at the UCL table, I'm not saying that it's likely. I'm not saying we don't have our work cut out for us. What I'm saying is Benfica only have 4 points. If Benfica had 6 points, I'd be willing to say, all right, we're going to Europa League. But the fact that Benfica drew against Dynamo Kiev, again, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's likely. I'm saying we're not out of it. It's not over. If we beat Dynamo Kiev twice, if we beat Benfica at home, if we get a draw against Bayern, that puts us right in it, depending on other results. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, all hope is lost. Let's go to Europa League. And by the way, if we do go to Europa League, if that is the case, as my main man in the chair, my number one FIFA advisor, my moderator on the channel, the often defeated Mustache Steve, suggested to me, it could be a good opportunity for our youth players like Gavi, like Nico, like even a Dest, a Pedri, to get that tournament time against European competition. Maybe we go far into that tournament. It helps with their development and aids them into stepping into the Champions League next year. Maybe. I'm not saying I want Europa League. In fact, I don't. I think it's bad for our brand. But if it happens, again, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Sorry. I'm going to be optimistic about it. I'm going to look for the positives. No apologies here. Back to, whoops, wrong tab there. That was a little glimpse of the pups. Anyway, starting lineup. I agree with most of you shouting out Frankie de Jong. You know I love to see Frankie de Jong in the lineup. Outside of that, always easy to start with Marc-Andre Ter Stegen between the posts. some other easy ones. You know Memphis is going to be in there. So let's go ahead and grab him, drag him up here, and let's gray out the people that are going to be unavailable. So Balde, Collado, anybody else? Alba is back, thankfully. Pedri is going to be unavailable. Coutinho and Fati are both healthy. Dembele, Goatweight, and Aguero are all unhealthy. Move that over here because you guys don't need to see that part. Move that down so they're grayed out. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. Okay, so let's build from here. Who else do you want in the starting 11? Let me know in the chat who else we throwing in from here. HG says Alba right back, get real. Why would we put Alba at right back? That makes no sense. Ayush coming in with the full lineup says 4-3-1-2, Dest, Mingueza, Araujo, Piqué, Busquets, De Jong, Gavi, or Ricky Puig, Coutinho, Fati, and Depay up front. Not a bad lineup, Ayush. I might go with something similar. Levi says Benfica are better than us, sadly. I don't know. Better offensive output? Yes. Yes. When we're fully fit and healthy, are they better than us? I don't know. I'm not willing to say that. Paul, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Good morning. Coffee asking if there a possibility for Fati to start. I believe so, but I'm not sure. He's played what? He played like 15 minutes against Levante and like 30 minutes against Benfica. So I don't know. If they're slowly working him up, then he may only get a half. Ayu says United is an example for that. I don't remember what I said. I'm sorry. Do I have a TV license? I don't. I'm not sure. So that'll be kind of the next step on the channel, I think, is to figure out how do I get access to media, pictures, video, audio, that, you know, I can potentially share as a media outlet. Because there's other channels that get high-res images that are not available online, and I'm not sure where they get them from. So that would be something to look into for sure. Coffee shouting for Mingueza. You know what? I do think Mingueza needs to start at right back right now. And that, of course, is going to put Dest on the left-hand side. Maybe Jordi Alba starts. Maybe I'm wrong about this. But as of right now, he's just coming back from injury, and Serginho Dest is lights out, on fire. I know that's like a conflicting statement. But he's playing some amazing football at left back. He and Memphis are really building a connection together that I don't necessarily want to see broken up. Not necessarily. So who are going to be the center back pairings? I don't think Ronald Koeman was very happy with Piqué in that match against Benfica, picking up a yellow card and then continued to play aggressively, risking a red card. Ultimately, Eric Garcia did get a red card, so maybe he's not very happy with him either. Excuse me. I think we might see Piqué and Araujo as our center back pairing, because they're going to be going up against not only Griezmann, but a Luis Suarez, who's going to be pretty physical up there. And I think you need to have somebody like Araujo and Piqué who's going to maintain that space, particularly in the box, when Suarez is trying to work his way in, chomping his way through, trying to get one in on goal. Yeah, I don't think Langley or Umtiti get their first start of the year. And in terms of building the midfield around Frankie, I think we're going with old reliable Sergi Busquets, and then hopefully we go Nico. Possibility of going Sergi Roberto if we keep Mingueza at the right back position, but I think Gavi is starting to prove himself, that his performance levels are up to that first team level. So let's give the kid a chance. Big match against Atletico Madrid, which again is coming up tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Make sure you are tuned in to the Undefeated channel right here. We're going to be doing a live watch-along party that starts at 2:30. Convert that for your time. And one more shout out. Like I said, if you have not done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can join the Undefeated community and be part of the conversation for Wake Up in Barca every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and our live watch-along parties for Barcelona. Ayer says Griezmann cannot play. I think he's out on loan. Actually, dude, I think you're right. I know it changes, like La Liga, Champions League, English Premier League. They all have different rules, but I'm pretty sure in La Liga, is that right? Somebody look that up. Can a player who is loaned out in La Liga play against their parent club in La Liga specifically? I'm not sure if that's the case. So I'm not sure. I don't know if we'll see Griezmann against us or not. That's a good point. Anyway, optimistically, excuse me, allergies, folks. Optimistically, to finish out our starting lineup, we get Fati, we get Coutinho, and we actually see something a little bit more like this. That would be fantastic on the offensive side. However, I'm okay with this too. If we get a little something like that, either way, Fati and Memphis can pretty much do what they want up there. This would be fantastic. What I'm worried is going to happen, it's a possibility, is that Coutinho's not going to go in, that Gavi is not going to go in, that we're going to see Sergio Roberto, that Fati's not going to go in, and we're going to see a Demir and a Luke de Jong. That's my concern. This is, I would say, high possibility of a lineup from Ronald Koeman. So which do you think we're going to go with? You think we're going to go with lineup number 1, which is more young, more attacking, more of a 4-3-1-2? Or do you think Ronald Koeman is going to do what Ronald Koeman does and play something a little bit more like this? Maybe he meets us in the middle. Maybe Demir doesn't start and we see Gavi get out there wide. Or Sergio Roberto moves up and Gavi's here in the midfield. That's also a possibility. I agree. I'm not optimistic about Ansu Fati getting the start. Even if we did this, I'd be happy with this. Can we get away with that? Is that meeting Coleman in the middle? I feel like that's a fair assessment. Nick says Coleman will be Coleman. Yeah. Levi, Coleman is suspended, and this is where I've been debating with people all week about this. For the Levante match, Ronald Koeman was not on the sidelines. Yes, the assistant manager was running the match live. But who do you think was there all week working with the team on the training ground? Ronald Koeman. Who do you think had the strategy and tactics set up well in advance and was implementing those during those training sessions? Ronald Koeman. Who do you think set the starting 11? Ronald Koeman. Who do you think, I'm sure, was sending messages to the other managers on the bench via technology to communicate to the team? Ronald Koeman. Just because he wasn't on the sideline for the match doesn't mean Ronald Koeman wasn't influencing the outcome of that match. So it's going to be the same thing here. If we end up winning, I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, we win. We play so well when Ronald Koeman's not on the sideline and yada, 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 yada. We're undefeated in La Liga. He missed one match. Calm down, everybody. All right? I don't need to get into it. Yeah, sorry. Nightbot's drunk. I'm sorry, everybody. Nightbot is completely drunk. But still, no spoilers. You know, just in case, you never know if we have somebody from the future here on this channel. Let's not be discriminatory towards potential guests from a different timeline. You know what I mean? You never know if somebody could figure out space travel and go, I really want to jump back into John's Wake Up in Barca to spoil the upcoming Atletico Madrid match, which isn't coming up for another day. You never know. That is a possibility. All right? It's a crazy world we live in. It's either that or Nightbot is drunk. You never know. Okay. What else, folks? What else? My prediction. Got to give you my prediction. Well, let me lock in. This is probably not what he's going to go with. I think Ronald Koeman's going to go with this here for the lineup. This is what I actually suspect Ronald Koeman will go with. Folks, I'm going to predict a 0-0 draw in this one. I hardly ever do that. But I think it might be a hard-fought, character-building 0-0 draw against Atletico Madrid. That's what I'm thinking for this one, folks. What do you guys think? One more time, let me know your predictions in the chat. Shout them out. Excuse me. Because, guys, we're away tomorrow. We got to travel to Madrid, take on a very strong team. Again, that's happening at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We are kicking off on this channel, I should say, with a pregame show, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Make sure you are tuned in for that one. One more time, I want to make sure everybody knows to join the community. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel. That gives you access to the chat where we have Cules from around the world hanging out together, coming together to support the Blaugranes. If this is your first time here, I'm glad you found us. This is the right place for you, my friends, if you love Barcelona as much as I do. Seems like nobody's happy with the 0-0. Coffee says 2-0 to Atletico. Visca Barca agrees with me, or maybe a 1-0 to Atletico. Levi misses Valverde. Sure. I was getting really good sleep when Valverde was coaching Barcelona. Taking a lot of strong naps during those matches. Have I read the press conference? I have not. We'll get into it later. I'm sure Coleman said some weird things. Kyle Cash told me to bet the farm 3-0. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I would love to see it. I would love to see it. All right, folks. That is going to do it for today. Short and sweet. But we got some more action, like I said, coming up on the channel this weekend. Barcelona traveling to Atletico. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Undefeated community. I will see you there. My friends, thank you so much for coming and spending your day with me. Excuse me. Allergies. It's Friday. We got the weekend coming up. It's going to be hopefully nice and relaxing. Good weather. Hopefully you get to spend some time with some friends and family. And come hang out with me on Saturday. All right. Hopefully we'll get some good results. We're going to put those Benfica results behind us. We're going to continue on looking forward to moving up the table in La Liga. We're currently sitting 6th, but we have a match in hand. And if we win that match, it'll jump us up to 3rd. I don't know when we play that match in hand, but it'll happen sometime here in the future. It is what it is. Hang on, I have to address that comment. Levi, you said, I don't care if football is entertaining. Like, you just care about the results, so you would be a fan of Jose Mourinho then? Just the 1-0, park the bus, win the Champions League? I would say no to that. I'm more of the Jurgen Klopp. If we're going to fail beautifully. That's more of my mentality. I want to see beautiful football, and if it means that we lose, then we lose. I want to lose playing Barcelona football. That's in our DNA. None of that Valverde 4-4-2 defensive, only relying on Messi on the attack. No. Tiki-taka or nothing. Live by the sword, die by the sword. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I want to see beautiful football despite the scoreline. That's what I hope to see against Atletico Madrid. And I hope to see you all there. 2:30 tomorrow, friends. right here on the Undefeated channel. Thanks for starting your day with me here on Wake Up and Barca, and I will see you there for Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. Thanks for tuning in and taking a ride, my friends. Love y'all. Mwah. Bye.